Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Let me introduce myself. I'm Omkar Shinde, your host for this particular interview. I want to welcome you all to the fifth episode of interview series brought to you by Industry Inspire Talks. Talking about interview series, it is a series where we invite people who have interned at companies and converted that internship opportunity into a pre-placement offer. Our guest for today's interview is Rohan Thakur. He recently completed his software development internship from Informatica and also got a pre-placement offer from them. So the whole interview is all going to be about his journey as a student to getting that internship opportunity, to cracking the interview, and finally getting placed at Informatica as a full-time associate software engineer. So the whole video is going to be interesting. Make sure to stick around. I hope that you learn something out of this video which will help you in your specific career as well. So without wasting further time, let's proceed towards the interview. Hello, Rohan, and welcome to the fifth episode of interview series brought to you by Industry Inspire Talk. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, good. Good. Thanks for having me. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's great. So, can you now tell me something about yourself? Let our audience know what are you doing currently, what you do.
Okay, so I did my graduation from Lovely Professional University in BTech in Computer Science and Engineering. I'm a 2020 graduate, so I graduate in this crisis, and currently I am working as a associate software engineer at Informatica.
That's wonderful. That's quite an info. And with this, I would like to jump to the next question. And I want to ask you about your college life at Lovely Professional University.
It was quite wonderful. There are mixed feelings about this, that I enjoyed a lot. There were many friends and there were many mentors that were supporting me each and every time. And a Lovely Professional University has vast culture, meaning you will find everything there. You don't need to go anywhere else. So I just enjoyed each and every bit of it. And from the in Lovely Professional University also, from there I got the opportunity to get the internship at Informatica, and that was a really good option for me. It overall for me it was really interesting. That's all.
Wow, that's great. And you also told that you are passionate about computer science. So, my next thing is describe your passion towards computer science. What does computer science mean to you?
From my childhood only, I have been really good at mathematics. Okay. What I feel is that computer science and engineering is all about mathematics, all about problem solving skills. So, for example, in college, we were solving problems not up to a very good level, meaning not up to the higher level. We were just solving some questions and submitting the code, and if it get accepted, then we'll be very nice. We'll be really happy. But in we get to know the importance of computer science and engineering and importance of this problem solving skills when we come one level upward. That when we step into this field of computer science and engineering, the companies, then we get to know that it has an impact on very high level. There also we'll be solving problems, but we will be seeing the most efficient method to solve the problems, and we will be thinking a lot more things than we were thinking earlier. So for me, computer science and engineering is just about problem solving skills. Yes, there are theory part also, but for me, it's all the mathematics and all the good stuff, all the coding stuff that we do there.
That's great. That's great. And with this, I would like to proceed to the next question. That is, I want to ask you. You told that you were passionate about coding. You did computer science. So, can you tell me about your technical projects in college? What projects did you build?
Okay, sure. So since I got my internship in fourth year only, meaning my whole fourth year was an internship. So I have not done a very big project in my college, but there were certain minor projects, many minor projects that I have done. In first and second year of college, as we were taught coding very, meaning as it was the first stage of that we learned the coding. So I developed simple C++ some applications like a library management system and some other applications. And in the second year, as I learned further, I got myself into data science and data visualization. And our college gave us the opportunity to select this minor. So in data science and data visualization, I studied R and I developed some projects there. and I studied Tableau. So Tableau is basically a tool for data visualization. So, for example, one of the projects that I did was analysis of a suicide dataset, a complete analysis of a suicide dataset, which contains several parameters. For example, what is the reason for suicide, and which age group has more suicides, like this. So, meaning I just developed ready projects that I can put in the resume, and I can tell to the interviewer that these are the projects. That's it. But I was planning to do the project in fourth year, but fortunate enough, I got into Informatica and I worked there.
That's marvelous, and what you have shared with me right now, all the projects you did, that's great. And I also hover on to your LinkedIn profile, and you had an experience mentioned that you were a coordinator for Indian Science Congress. So can you like describe that experience in short?
As you might know, that 106 Indian Science Congress held in lovely professional university in January 2019, where scientists from all over the world came, and it was really a wonderful experience. We meaning the whole university was welcoming them. It was a few days, 5 to 6 days. As a coordinator, my job was to meaning that to take care of the scientists in a way that they don't get lost. As a coordinator, I did certain things. For example, like to give the roadmaps to the professors or scientists where to go and where not to go. Not the technical part, but I did the groundwork that you need to take the professors here, and I really liked it.
So
It was a
basically,
wonderful experience.
you were the coordinator of that specific event, and you were managing that event. You were interacting with the scientists. So
Yeah,
you,
there were many students with me. There were many students with me. It was not some technical task that need to be done. It was some groundwork that you need to take this. You need to tell these professors, because Lovely Professional University is a huge university. You can get lost anywhere. So it was a really nice experience. I get to get in touch with few of the scientists also, and it was a really wonderful experience for me.
that's great. And with this, I would like to like go to the next question. Why do you love software development?
I love mathematics. Okay, from very early onwards, I developed a keen interest in mathematics, and for me, I see software development as a problem solving skill. Like you need everyone can learn to write a code, but you need to do it efficiently, right? You need to think that how can I make this code efficient. It won't affect at a lower level that we do in colleges, but it will affect at when you do actual development in companies, right? Even if small enhancement in timing or in deployment can affect can largely affect the customers of the company. So for me, computer science and engineering, actually the software development is more about the problem solving skills. Everyone learns the thing, meaning for example, if you are being told to learn Java, you will learn it. There is no issue in that. You can watch videos and do anything. In this way, a person can develop any skill in any type of skill. But the main thing is that if you are interested in problem solving, it's not about all the mathematics problem. It can be any type of problem that is confronted in front of you, and how do you take that problem, how do you process it, and how do you deliver the final output. This is the thing which I really find interesting. And it's not just in software development, it's in every phase of the life. Like we get some input, we have to process it, how to do that, and then we give the output. So how efficiently we do that and how good we give the output, that is software development in a nutshell for me.
Wow, that's a wonderful answer. And so far, the interview is very interactive. I'm really enjoying it, and I get to know a lot of things about you as well. So, with this, I would like to jump to the main part of the interview, and I want to ask you how did you get this internship opportunity to work for Informatica?
Okay, so Informatica visited my college when I was in third year last semester for 1 year internship program. First of all, I was really nervous that I wouldn't think that I would get into Informatica, because there were many students. Actually, there were nearly about 300 students that actually sat in the drive for Informatica internship, and they said that they had vacancy for 10 students, but they took 5 students with them. The thing is that I got this opportunity from college, and I really thank them for giving this opportunity. That even in this crisis, I have a really good job. I have a good job and I enjoy working. And not all the people uh, is enjoying that thing. Meaning, really feeling privileged that I am in such a good place like Informatica, and I am living the best time of my life.
That's great. And I am damn sure that you must have possessed some important skills. You have done such work for Informatica. That's the reason why you got this opportunity. So it also depends upon the college, but it also depends on you, because you put your hard work and you are still like maintaining that hard work, doing that work each and every day. And this is like how you got this internship opportunity. So that's really great. And with this, I would like to go to the next question. I want to ask you, how did you crack that interview at Informatica? Can you like walk me through the rounds, the questions the interviewer asked you? Can you tell me about that in detail?
Yeah, sure. It's been a long time, but I can recall some of it. Actually, the first round was online round. The MCQs round were MCQs of operating system, databases, computer networks. These were asked. If I am not wrong, there were 30 MCQs, and we were having 45 minutes of time. Out of 260 students, some 60 or 70 students got selected in the first round. Talking more about the first round, it was some advanced level of computer networks and operating system and databases MCQs. And talking about the second round was coding round. So in the coding round, there were 4 questions. 2 questions were comparatively easy. One was of medium level, and one was of a good level. And we were having 1.5 hours of time for doing that. And I was able to solve approximately 3 questions. So these were the initial 2 rounds. And after that, the interview process begins. As I said, that Informatica really believes in the quality, till what I think. So there were actually 4 interviews. 3 technical interview and 1 HR interview. So I will go through the interviews one by one. So through the very long and waiting hour, my first interview came at night at 8 o'clock, and I was very exhausted. And so in first interview, there were first very simple ad hoc problems, like some array problems. I don't recall the problems. Some array problems, and there were some operating system concepts. For example, I think so. He asked me dining philosopher problem. What is the dining philosopher problem in operating system? And there was one very good question that was asked, was from trees. I don't recall the question very well, so I won't say it. But the first interview was like this only. A few questions from operating system, few array questions, and one tree question. It was there. So after this, I got selected. I got for the second interview. The first interview was the longest interview that I had. It was of 40 minutes, I think so. The second interview was relatively short, and I thought that I did not do well in second interview. But luckily, I am here. So in second interview, more of C++ concepts were asked, OOPS concept were asked, and some relatively standard problems were asked. For example, a different version of quicksort was asked, meaning not the quicksort that we are familiar with. Some tilting. So he did something with the problem and derived it into a completely different. And some OOPS concept were asked in the second interview. So this was the end of the day, and this interview, the 2 interview was there. My third interview was at 7:30 in the morning. So in my third interview also, some Java concepts were asked, as I was likely to work in Java. Some Java concepts were asked, and again some problem solving skills were asked. Some questions from linked list, arrays, and trees. These were asked in my third interview, and some puzzles were asked to see how you can develop a good solution within seconds and within minutes of time. So these were my 3 interviews. These were my 3 technical interviews. After getting into the 3 technical interviews, my last interview was the HR round. So there was nothing much in the HR round. It was for 4 to 5 minutes. So he asked me where am I from, and he just really wanted to know what I do, and meaning for example, he asked me which books I read. So I am a really huge fan of Robin Sharma, so I read his books. So I told him that I read his books. So it was just a couple of minutes, and after that we got the result that 5 students got selected.
Okay, so how many students did apply for this internship, and I know the amount of students who got selected, but how many students did apply for this?
So the total number of students that applied in the first round were approximately 280 or 290.
280 or 290, and out of that the 5 people were selected and you are one of them. So that's great. You are an inspiration for the ones who are like applying for that specific internship or want like looking forward to get into informatica. So that's really great. You cleared the coding rounds, you cleared the technical interviews and the HR round basically. So that's great, and so far it is a lot more inspirational right now. You inspire the audience who is watching you right now. So that's great. And now that you have got the internship opportunity, that 1 year internship opportunity for Informatica, tell me about your internship experience.
My internship experience was really good, meaning I can't express it in words. Informatica provides one of the best internship programs in the country among all the software development companies that I know. It's my personal opinion. People may differ from it, but I think that Informatica provides one of the best internship programs in the country. They give you time to get familiar with the environment. They give you time to interact with the people, and they also give you time to know more about the product. It's not like that when you get into an internship, they will throw a burden of work at you. That okay, you are a part of this, and if you will not do this, you will not get converted into the PPO, or you will not get the PPO. It's not like that. I really liked everyone's attitude there. So really, when I got into my team, everyone was so helpful. Meaning, people were finding senior software engineers or lead software engineers were finding time from their busy schedule to give knowledge trainings or KTs for me, and that is really nice. So what I really liked is that they give you a lot of time. They give you time for understanding the culture, understanding people, and understanding the work. And I really liked. I do not want a sword hanging into my neck that you have to do this. If you won't do it, then it won't be good. Because I'm just an undergraduate. I'm just a graduate, and I wanted a good experience from my internship, and I really got a good experience from my internship. It was really good experience for me.
That's great. And now I would like to ask you about your roles and responsibilities as an SD intern for a year. And I want to also tell you, like, you have to tell me about the location of the internship, the project, and which team you are part of.
Okay. There is a service known as Informatica. In Informatica, known as Model Repository Service. So I am a part of that team. So Model Repository Service is the only service in Informatica which provides version controlling to other services. For example, you can use Git or Perforce or SVN as a version control system. The other services can use that, and it also provides a database support. So Model Repository Service is nothing more than a repository which other services can do to store tables and all these things. So I was in this team. In the earlier stages, I just spent my time learning more about this Model Repository Service. And talking about my location was in Bangalore. And as I told that I was in this Model Repository Service team. So I work in the enhancement of the Model Repository Service and the development of the service throughout my internship programs, in which I have done majorly speaking from the higher level. I won't go into much deeper level. So I am currently working on this enhancement and development and maintenance of this Model Repository Service. That is a service provided by Informatica.
That's great. So you told me about how the colleagues you had in the internship, the people who were surrounded around you, they were helping you, they wanted you to succeed, and you developed your love for software development. You went into Informatica. You also like worked for 1 year as an SD intern. You meet a lot of new people, and you had a very good experience. So now I want to ask you, like, tell me about the work culture at Informatica.
It is the best. It is the best. I really liked it. meaning people are passionate there. They are passionate about their work. If you are new, they will really protect you. They will give you enough opportunities to prove yourself. And in the starting, you are allowed to make mistakes. Even when you join as a principal software engineer or any role, in starting you are allowed to make mistakes, and I really liked it. I think so that Informatica provides one of the best work-life balance. People fall in love with their work, as meaning we are also human beings. Okay, what I that if you will love something, you will never leave it, and that is what happens at Informatica. People stays there. People don't want to leave that company, and it's really good for fresher. It is really inspiring that a company is providing so much warmth and a really good amount of work that people are feeling really satisfied there, and I liked it. And talking about work culture, everyone is really friendly. It may vary from team to team. Talking about my team, everyone was really friendly. And first of in my earlier stages, I was of habit of saying sir to everyone. So that was some issue that I had to fix. That we don't say in software, in companies we don't say sir, we take names. But I'm good with it now. And yeah, that's it. Meaning I can't say much more about this apart from the fact that I really loved it. It was a great experience. I could not ask for something better than this, frankly speaking.
Wonderful. So, is that you mean that you got a good start because of Informatica? It is a good company to start with your career.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. As I said, that Informatica provides one of the best internship programs, and as you can see, that conversion conversion to PPO is also very good. It is above 90% at Informatica, and that speaks for itself, right? That speaks for itself that Informatica gives you enough opportunity to prove yourself, and people really like living it here. And what I think is that there are some things which you can learn from experience of other people. If we are saying that there are many people who are staying so much long at Informatica, then there must be something good about it. We should learn from them. So I really liked it. It is the best.
Wonderful, excellent. And if you were given to describe your whole internship experience in one word, what would it be?
At the end, I really felt happy.
Wow.
I felt happy. That's it.
That's great. Nice. So now the next question is, what skills did you possess which made you convert that internship opportunity into a PPO?
Okay. So my tech stack, which I was working at Informatica, was Java and Hibernate. So like I earlier said, first there are few important things that we need to understand. You are an intern. First of the thing, you are an intern. You went into the Informatica for internship program, and there are certain things you might not know, and it's okay. There are things which you may take time to solve, and if you are seeing some senior people solving it just under 5 minutes or 10 minutes of time, because this is because they have experience, right? Do not overwhelm yourself with the surroundings that people are doing so much fast and I am doing so much slow. Do not think these things in your head. What I think is that if you really have a question in your mind that is eating you up, you should ask your manager. That's it. You should ask your manager, or you should ask a senior for the advice. And this is not the skill part I'm talking about, but this is really important. People really find themselves in an overwhelmed situation where they sometimes don't know what to do. Even this happened with me. There were times where I found much more difficult to do things, and I was not able to do it. Then I asked one of my colleagues in the team. He said that it's okay to not know something, and you will figure it out. The time you are taking to solve one problem is much more now, but if you will you will get experience from time to time, and you will develop the skill from time to time to solve it in comparatively less time, and that is okay with it. And what I think is that you really need to be true to yourself. Through the internship program, I was just thinking, even if I didn't get the PPO, I did not want to think like I could have done something much better. I wanted to give my 100% in my internship, and even if things could have gone worse, I just wanted that I don't sit and think that okay, I could have done this better, or something like this. I did not want that. I wanted that I will give 100%, and whatever happens, it will be good.
Wow,
Skills you develop from time to time. These
that's nice. That's nice. That's great skills you possess, and also kind of advice. So my next question is related to that, and that is the last question for the interview, and then we wrap up. Can you give some tips or advice for the future aspirants who are looking to crack that SD role at Informatica?
okay. You, first of all, I'll talk about the skills. Obviously, it depends on what role you are pursuing, but if you are working for a software development, if you are looking for a role that I am in, so you have to have a good database, data structures skills. You need to have good problem solving skills. You need to have a slight grip on Java, and knowing about the core computer science concepts like operating system, databases, and these are must. And for a fresher, that should be it, but it may vary from role to role. But for a fresher, I think so that good problem solving skills, good computer science core concepts, that is necessary, and nothing more than that. And you need to have a good grasp on it. And that's it. Nothing.
That's great. And that's some good piece of advice for the people who are watching the video. And with this, I would like to conclude the interview. And I want to thank you, a big thanks to you for coming here and sharing your experiences with our audience. It really inspires us. You inspire us as a person, what you've been doing right now. And I want to wish you luck for your future endeavor.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, just one more thing that I want to add. It's really great being here, and I just wanted to add like one more thing here. It's not some advice, but it's just a personal opinion. Like I see that it is a crisis time, and many people are losing their jobs, and it has affected them mentally and financially also. So everywhere people are saying that we need to develop these skills, we need to develop these skills, and it is true. It is totally true. You need to have a strong skill, you need to have great skills to outrun people. But there is one thing that you need to keep in mind, that above all this, you have to have a good mental stability. You don't have to get overwhelmed by the situation. People will really lose their mental focus in this time, and we don't need to do that. If you want to take a rest for 15 to 20 days to get in the zone again, you need to take it. Eventually time will get better. It won't be the same as it is. Time will get better. First of all, your mental health is more important than any other skill, than any computer science, than any other job is important. So what I think is that don't get overwhelmed by the situation. It's okay that you don't know something now, or you don't have that skill. You will develop it over time. That's it.
That's nice. And next, like before ending the video, I want to ask you a general kind of question. Do you want to give some words of motivation, because Informatica is a good company and you got into it, you cracked all those interviews. So some piece of motivation you want to give in general.
Okay, I am not some motivational speaker, but what I wanted to say that be true to yourself. Okay, this is the most important thing. Be true to yourself. You can crack anything if you are true to yourself. You don't have to show it to anyone else. Just be true to yourself. And one more thing is that when you are not studying, that's okay. But when you are studying, study with all of the concentration. This might sound a bit stupid, but this is really one of the things that I find lacking in many people right now. Like if you are not studying, if you are doing something else, then it's fine. But if you are studying, you need to have your full focus on that, right? These are the things that we study in our earlier classes, like first and second, and we don't remember it now. And this is actually lacking. This is actually affecting us, and not in a good way. So what I wanted to, if someone want to crack any software development company, you need to have a good DSLGO skills, and you will develop it.
That's nice. And With this, I would like to conclude the video. And if you are watching the video right now, make sure to like the video, subscribe to this channel. Also reach out to Rohan. I'll mention the links to his social handles in the description box below. So do check it out. Do reach out to him. And with this, I want to thank you once again for making your presence. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of interview series with another person from the industry who is there to inspire you. Until then, keep learning, keep inspiring, keep growing. Thank you.
Thank you.